I want to ask you, Myron, though, about this other story which has come out of the UK Telegraph this week. Utterly shocking. According to this group called Prevent, which is the anti-radicalisation government program, they're now saying that the real radical threat is people who think that just maybe there's a problem with integration and that Western culture is under threat from migrants who come in great numbers and don't integrate. And they're saying that this is now cultural nationalism, and they suggest that this is a radical ideology that needs to be stamped out and have people re-educated on. This is really concerning, and this is where I think people like Dominic Cummings have been going and warning of just how terrified the British state is of people in Britain being concerned that their country is being taken away from them.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm concerned. This is massive. Prevent is a government organisation designed to stop terrorism, and terrorism is essentially blowing things up or driving cars into people. But instead, they've managed to turn their attention to far-right terrorism in particular, which only makes up a tiny fragment of terrorism. Most of it is Islamist. And they seem to be homing in on people who are concerned about mass immigration, who are concerned about, as you said, cultural nationalism, which seems to be a buzzword for really just being patriotic. And so what they're looking to do is refer such people to a de-radicalisation program. And it's interesting, one of the points that was made in that Telegraph article was that Keir Starmer himself recently made a speech about the country becoming an island of strangers as a result of mass immigration. So perhaps he might be referred to Prevent. But the issue with this is that Prevent, they're silencing the majority. They're silencing common opinion. And I'm really concerned about this. I don't want to sound hyperbolic or overly dystopian, but I'm concerned about violence erupting. We've had Professor David Betts, an academic of war studies, actually map out that when you have a combination of mass immigration, economic decline, and government overreach, then you're setting a situation which is ripe for this kind of violence and these kind of tensions to develop. Even just recently, Lisa Nandy, the culture secretary, she openly said that parts of England look like they're about to go up in flames. So Prevent, the government establishment really need to get a grip of the situation and understand the needs, the feelings and the tensions that are building. And instead of actually trying to stamp it out, give them a voice and actually deal with the concerns at the root level.